Hey everybody, I'm the Bigglesworth, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to build the diagonal dam that I did in my Let's Play series episode 4, A River Runs to It. I'm going to show you a few things about water and some of the workings of the dam. If you want to skip those and go straight to the tutorial, you can go ahead and click the link down below. Let's get started. Alright, the first thing we need to talk about is how water works in Minecraft. You can have a water bucket and it will let you place a water source. Now this water source will keep flowing until it's 8 blocks away, and then it'll stop. But if you notice, if I fill this spot in, the water goes away. But if you do this diagonally, 2 water source blocks near each other will make a new one. Watch. I'll fill in these 2 and it's still water source. Now this also works when we're doing water source blocks side by side. Just fill this in. If I put a water source here and here, it makes a new one right there. See? So with this game mechanic in mind, this helps us understand why we have to build the dam the way we do. Now I wanted it to be diagonal, just because diagonal builds in Minecraft, 1, can be a bit of a challenge, and 2, they kind of break up the monotony of everything being straight on a grid. Now here's the working model that I've got in my episode. You can see that both level of logs drop down and the water flows. I'll do this so you can watch. Watch the left side of the screen. See how they both pop up and they both pop down? Now there's a reason for that. Over here I've done the exact same model, but I've made it where only this top row is going to drop down. And watch what happens. That drops down, the water flows. Now when we turn it off, water source blocks. See what happens is when these drop down diagonally, they create new water source because there's something underneath. Now if this was to drop down and the water moved forward to this area to make a water source, but there was nothing underneath it, then the game's going to make the water drop down a level. When the water drops down a level, it won't create the water source block. With this game mechanic in mind, this gives us the reason why both levels have to drop down and why we're going to build this dam the way we are. So now that we understand how this works, let's get started on the actual build. So over here I have a working model of the dam and just the parts that are essential to make it work. And as you can see, this is an extremely simple build to make. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a row of 3 sticky pistons like this. I'm going to put these dirt blocks down. They're only temporary, just so I can do this. Once those are down, I'll go ahead and get rid of the dirt. Now on top of that, we're going to put our logs. So these will move up and down when the sticky pistons go up and down. And if you watch, when I power it, this torch powers this way and vertically. So they both move at the same time, just like that. And now that we've got these extended, we can see what parts of the pistons are going to be exposed. So we'll just place dirt here, kind of hide it, and that way it looks natural, and people can come up to your dam and just see the cool parts, not all the inner workings. Now we need a way to control each of these pistons, and we need them all to move at the same time. So we're going to do this with a redstone signal, and if you watch, when I put this redstone dust here, it'll direct the signal straight into the block. But when I put this next row here, it won't let it go into these blocks. It redirects it to a line. And we need a way to get the signal to go into each block, because a signal in will turn the torch off. This is what we're going to use the repeaters for. See, a repeater will let you determine what direction you want your redstone to go in, and no other. So we're going to put the repeaters down like this and wire it up. And that's really all there is to it. Watch. Power, and it shuts the torches off, and the pistons retract. We take the power away, and they go up. And that's all there is to it. And that is how I made the diagonal dam in my Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you learned something new about redstone. If you did, go ahead and click that like button. And if you want to see more tutorials as I release them, go ahead and subscribe. I also have links below to other tutorials and to my Let's Play series, so go check those out. Thanks for watching, and keep on building.